September has arrived with huge news for millions of Social Security recipients, and it's creating a wave of excitement and confusion at the same time. A lot of people are hearing about a massive $5,108 payment and are wondering who actually gets it and who doesn't. This is not some random rumor floating around on the internet. It's tied to real adjustments, calculations, and rules that determine exactly how much money lands in someone's bank account. So let's break it all down in a way that's easy to follow, because the truth is, not everyone is eligible for this eye-popping figure, but understanding why will help you see where you stand and what you might expect in the months ahead. First, let's be clear. Social Security benefits are not a one-size-fits-all payment. The amount someone receives depends on a mix of factors, like how long they worked, how much they earned over their career, when they decided to start taking benefits, and whether they qualify for retirement, disability, or survivor benefits. That $5,108 figure is tied to people at the very top of the earnings scale, those who worked for decades at or near the maximum taxable income level and waited until age 70 to start collecting benefits. In other words, it's not a bonus check being mailed out to everyone in September. It's the upper limit of what's currently possible under Social Security rules. So what does this mean for the average person? Most retirees receive far less than $5,108 a month. In fact, the typical Social Security retirement benefit is closer to $1,900 to $2,000 per month. Some receive more if they had higher earnings or delayed their benefits, while others receive less if they started early or had lower lifetime income. The key takeaway is that the big headline number isn't a new payment going to every senior. It's the maximum benefit amount for those who meet very specific criteria. But here's where things get interesting. Even if you're nowhere near that maximum, September still matters for you. Payment schedules, cost of living adjustments, and benefit recalculations are all being watched closely right now, and these changes ripple through the entire Social Security system. If you're on retirement benefits, you'll notice your payment date depends on your birthday. Those born in the first third of the month usually get paid in the second week, those in the middle of the month get paid in the third week, and those with later birthdays get paid in the fourth week. Supplemental Security Income, or SSI, has its own payment date right at the beginning of the month. This September, everything is running on its normal schedule. But what's not normal is the level of attention on how much people will be receiving heading into 2025. Experts are tracking inflation numbers and wage data because they'll determine next year's cost of living adjustment, and some projections suggest it could be higher than many expected just a few months ago. Meanwhile, there's confusion spreading online, with people asking, is everyone getting an extra check? The short answer is no. There's no special one-time bonus or extra payment coming in September for all beneficiaries. What's really happening is that the Social Security Administration is issuing payments as usual, but the maximum amount, $5,108, is grabbing headlines and making people wonder if they somehow missed an announcement. If you're seeing that number, think of it as a ceiling, not an automatic raise. It's what someone could collect if they hit all the right conditions, not what's being added to existing checks. Still, there's good news. Even if you're not in that top bracket, every recipient stands to benefit from annual adjustments that keep pace with inflation. Over the last 2 years, these cost of living adjustments have been some of the highest in 4 decades, helping seniors cope with rising prices on food, housing, and medical expenses. And while no one can say for sure what the 2025 adjustment will be until the final data is released, early signs point to another meaningful boost. If you're still wondering where you stand, the best thing you can do is check your Social Security account online. The SSA provides personalized estimates of your current and future benefits based on your work history. You can see exactly how delaying your benefits or continuing to work might affect your monthly payments. For those nearing retirement age, these decisions can make a huge difference. Waiting until age 70, for example, can increase your benefit by as much as 30% compared to taking it early at 62. That's why some people end up with those maximum figures. They earned high wages consistently and waited as long as possible to start collecting. As we move deeper into September, expect to hear more debate in Washington about Social Security's future. Lawmakers are discussing long-term funding challenges, potential changes to the taxable earnings cap, and even new proposals to protect lower-income seniors. None of these debates will affect this month's checks, but they could shape the program in the years ahead. For now, the focus is on ensuring payments arrive on schedule and preparing for the official COLA announcement this fall. So when you hear that magic number, $5,108, remember it's not a windfall appearing out of nowhere. It's a benchmark, a sign of what's possible for those who contributed at the highest levels for decades and waited to claim their benefits. For everyone else, September is business as usual, with regular payments hitting bank accounts on time. But don't tune out just yet, because the real excitement is coming in October when the cost of living increase for next year is finalized. That announcement will affect every Social Security recipient, whether you're receiving $800, $2,000, or anything in between. The bottom line is this: no, not everyone gets $5,108 in September, but yes, there's still plenty of reason to pay attention. Knowing how the system works puts you in control, and being informed helps you plan better for the future. So stay tuned, because the next few months will bring even bigger news for Social Security beneficiaries.